For confirming. Kalekon, bro. Yeah. Hi, guys. I have to share my screen, right?
Backtest completed for mega 1-minute delay.
So how the today's trade is going, guys? How was today? So right from morning, very high volatility, right? Right. In the meantime, let me pull all the things which I need. Okay. So I will at the end of the session also I will share what is my algo is doing. Okay, all these things update. So let's kickstart because already time is running very fast. 2:30. Right. So already right. You can kickstart our session. Right. So hope you have watched at least yesterday's session. Who have lively attended, it's okay. But whoever has not attended, we have uploaded in YouTube. So you would have done watching that. I hope you watched that. Okay. And today's session is more about mostly like discussing on systematic trading. So what we need to do. So what and all we need to concentrate and how you need to be aligning yourself to become a systematic trader. So before that, so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, this is our YouTube channel, and this is the yesterday video, right? If somebody has not watched, no issues. So even today's video will be recorded, might be uploaded by tomorrow. Okay, so you can go through one by one. So if you are missing any continuity, so you can always concentrate on getting the learning. Only thing is you need to spend your time accordingly. So let's then kick into today's session. Okay, 02 Pro version 2, you guys are all aware of it. So my name is Ramadrendi. You all know. Most probably, like you will be knowing very much more about me. So this is the agenda basically for the entire series of 02 Pro. And today's session is basically so how we wanted to become a systematic trader. What and all required. So what and all you should be concentrating and how you can slowly, steadily like decide some systems on what basis. Okay, so that is the today's major discussion will be. So session will be like most probably we'll finish it before 3:30 max to max. Okay, will not stretch beyond that. And coming to the kickstart. So today touch points will be these are all the today's touch points. So why first of all generally people lose money in trading, and then what is systematic trading? What are the basic elements you should have as a systematic trader, and what we are using, and moreover like one small story. So I wanted to have almost on every session wanted to have kind of real incident narrated as a story so that it adds more value or you remember all those things because you remember like yesterday's session we discussed about that guy, right, who's a very fast printer, right? So very fast printer. I forgot his name, man. Who was that? Yeah, Usain Bolt. So we discussed the story to ensure that we have a kind of relativity in terms of what we are expecting from the market, right? So today also we'll have one small story, okay, which has happened to me, okay. And what are the backtest parameters one should be concentrating, and then one case study of social media celebrated strategy we are going to take, and we are going to study what are the backtest parameters we should concentrate, and what is the expectation and the reality in terms of what people selling it as systematic trading, and then the final this thing will be never fall for social media. So that is a final message you are going to carry for today's session. So this is all about us. Just give me a second, just a second. Just give me a second. So this is all about my team and all these things. So you would have already be aware of this. That we have 15 years of stock market experience. We have wealth fund manager, certified wealth fund manager in our team. So we are part of mutual fund distributor. We are all good developers, and we are doing prop desk for our broker also. Currently managing more than 50 crore in equity and portfolio of 10 crore in options. So this is all about us. So now getting into the thing. So why first of all people lose money? So I want people to be a little more interactive also. Why generally people lose money? Because thing is, one, they don't have any proper system. Okay, the system can be anything. It can be a EMA crossover, it can be a rule-based system, or it can be a you toss a coin, then you take a trade accordingly. When head fails, sorry, when head comes, you take a buy, and tail comes, you become a sell. So that is a rule you generally do. And only thing is, discipline-wise, you should need to follow the rules. So generally what people do is discretionary kind of trading or blindly following somebody. Okay, so SAR is giving lot of calls, so this will give fetch lot of money. So that is there. And then more thing is also backtest data. So generally this is what happening in the current scenario. We will get back to this detail into the case study stuff. But generally what is happening, so people come up with, so if you open any Twitter, even if you just, this is my Twitter ID. So if people are not following me, just try to be part of my follower, you can get all the details. So if I go to my home page, so anyhow, I will get a lot of strategies, right? Lot of strategy. So once in a while, you will get daily this backtest strategy, that strategy, this strategy will be there, right? So wherever you go, daily somebody is retweeting some strategy. So if that strategy, you will get a lot of hope, right? So if I run this strategy, then what I can do? See, look at what is happening today. Most of the things like people are almost like you can't say that they are crying, but thing is, whatever the move has happened, now people are just unable to digest. So that is what it is. As a system, you should have proper system to either come out with small loss or to negotiate all these kind of moves or stay away from these kind of things. So that is what you should be having as a system. So you should have that. And again, moreover, like you will come up with the backtest data. So false backtest data. I will also take one strategy, one data which is available in the social media. I will run it. I will show it to what is the difference between what people are doing. And again, this misguiding of gurus. Okay, this is a new term, right? Gurus. So gurus who are fake, they called gurus. So generally, this is what happening in Twitter every week, every month, every weekend. People are fighting and all those things. So what happens is they misguide it. So whatever they say is, so you use this strategy or you use this strategy without a loss you will get, or you can just follow me. You can pay me 1,000 rupees. I will guide you. All those things are there. So most probably what is happening, see, I'm not going to complain about everybody, but wherever it is happening is most of the people who trades with the paper trade now, those are the people who are coming as a fin influencer and trying to give all the logics. So you try this, you try that, something like that. So that is a major reason why people lose money also, and the risk management part. So what they do is with just 10,000 rupees initial risk they will do, but they at the end of the trade they will be losing more than 30,000, 40,000. So even that they failed. So major loss in terms of why people lose money is, first of all, there is no proper system or proper logic to trade, and then data, and then misguiding by guys, and then the risk management. So these are all the basic reason why people are losing money in the stock market. So what is systematic trading? Completely rule-based approach. Did you remember yesterday we discussed a simple can be a system also, right? Do you remember, guys? So yesterday we seen this, right? What I said is just a rule-based, right? Just a rule-based, right? Just a rule-based. So what I showed is something like this. So I showed you this is the indicator. This is what you need to follow. So if you are having such kind of rules, then that becomes a system. Only thing is that system needs to be followed, and that system should have clear objective, right? Just like that, you cannot say, so if it is go like this, to do like that. So you cannot have all the permutation of combinations and permutations. So it should have a clear cut, say buy or sell. So what is the stop loss? What is the reason? So when you need to exit. So that should be your proper system. So it can be, this can be a system, right? So yesterday we discussed, remember? So when somebody wanted to have Nifty view, I think is that guy is here. Murugan, did you are here, Murugan? Yesterday we discussed something like on a 15 minutes time frame, right? Or I think in a 1 hour time frame he asked me. So somebody wants to trade the system. That means what? Whenever there is a strong close below this layer, then system is simple. So as per this one, whatever we are seeing is the system is So whenever market there is a close beyond this, right? There is a close below this zone. So whatever your stop loss or tail stop loss is only this. So this is the system. So whenever it is going to rise. So last time when it gave Y, something like that. So it has a clear rule, right? So when it goes beyond this, so you are going to take long here. So initially swing point. Then as the market goes, you are waiting for this to come as a sell to cut your position and reverse the position, or else you're going to trail swing by C, right? So this is what generally you can call it as a system. So you should have a proper approach and a proper rule to what you need to be doing. So whether should I take the trade, should I wait? So one more system I wanted to share. So somebody, if somebody wanted to have scalping, how many people are doing here intraday? How many people are here doing intraday? So if you wanted to have some kind of scalping system, so yesterday I shared one kind of trend. How do I identify trend for positional or even the intraday? Okay, so here I'm just going to open one more system which I generally teach my students. Okay, it is up to you to decide what you wanted to do. So thing is very simple. Okay, again, I'll generally, because people don't understand what is trend and all. So generally, so if at all, if you wanted to do this scalping, at least a minimum 3 minutes or 1 minute you can use. So if you are a good scalper, okay, use this system. So thing is very simple. What is the settings? So go here again, 3 EMA cross, inputs are 8 close and 34 high and low. So when you wanted to trade, let's assume that between a day trading, so if, so max to max, you can go 1 minute or 3 minutes. Okay, if you're this kind of trader. So when was the market opened? From morning, right? Right, when is the first trade? Night. So this is one more system you can always apply. So thing is, see, 1 minute you can use it, but are you that much fast enough to put the order? That is the idea. Okay, if you're doing something like this, then today what is the system? So as and when it has opened, right? The moment it has opened, so around 9:15, right? So this is the sell. So again, complete. So you can use this as a reference EMA. So once this EMA cuts this entire band, okay, it should come down or it should go up exactly. Something when you're looking for sell, this is the signal. So this 8 EMA should cut the lower. Whereas when it goes up, you should look for this upper band crossover. So you need to scalp. That's it. So as a scalper, you can always do this. So if somebody is wanting like, sir, what is the system? Then this is, you can use it for an intraday system. So rule based approach. What is the rule? You're going to build it, right? So what you are going to have in your system? Very simple. Only EMA crossover, nothing. So what are all the things you need to have? 8 EMA close, then 34 EMA, 34 EMA low. So if you are really good scalper, use 1 minute. Otherwise, use 3 minutes. Okay, if you are little, because I am little lazy in putting order, I will not be able to push orders while punching. So I generally use 3 minutes. If you are good at punching the orders, then you can use this scalping. Okay, if you can automate it, no issues. So within 1 minute, you can do it all these things. So right. So what is the logic? So whenever as the day opens, so when there is a new signal, go here, sell. Okay, what is the stop loss? What is the swing high? Otherwise, it should have crossover. So this is the first trade. If you would have scalped, if you can book this profit, because generally what people do, 1:2, at least 2 is the scalper's target, right? So if you already entered here, so 1:1, you would have got at least booked off at 1:1, then trailing at cost. That is a general rule people say. I do not want to much deeper dive into this. So again, if you are going long here, right? As soon as this crossover has happened, this is the place you would be going long. So if you go long, this is the stop loss, right? So this is the next re-entry sum area. This is the sell and stop loss is sum area, right? Right. Then again, this is the entry. If this is the entry, this is going to be the stop loss. So for this risk reward, already we got 4x, right? As a scalper, you don't ride bulk of the trend. You generally concentrate on the risk reward part, right? Again, so here, same thing. I'm explaining just a simple system. If at all, if you don't have any system, you can follow this. So this is the cross, right? This is here stop loss or RR, right? So if this is your RR, if you're doing multiple lots, then book 1 at 1R, trail with 2R. But it's a simple logic you can follow. So that is what I wanted to explain you in terms of if you don't have system and if you are not aware what is the rule-based approach. So this is can be a rule-based approach. This is based on a chart. Something can be like 920 straddle. People are saying that take 920 straddle, keep stop loss 20%. Okay, if 20% it exit the leg or re-entry, it can be any rule. Okay, so any systematic trading should have a proper rule-based approach. And then whatever thing is, if you can backtest and see what has happened in the past, so logically you should have what has happened. Otherwise, there is no point in trying out a system. So it should be either. So for this chart based, what you can do, there are many softwares you can use as backtest also. Okay, even if you know this fine script, you can generate an indicator and you can just backtest it and see what are the risk reward you are getting. Okay, same way for the straddle and strangle, there are many software available for the backtest, something like stockmark. Okay, many like the backinzo and algo test. Many steps are there. So it depends upon what you wanted to use and what you wanted to believe. And then so you get a backtest. So how do you evaluate? Because just by looking at getting the backtest, you don't start your system trading, right? So what you evaluate in case of if there is a swing trading or it's a scalper. So what is this? So number of risk rewards, how much it is getting. Other at least I'm getting 1:1 risk reward, 60% more than 60%. So that I will take multiple lots, take one entry. So book 1 at 1R and again trail at cost. So something like that you evaluate, right? Same way for the straddle or whatever it is. It can be a strangle also, it can be a straddle also. So you look at the data and then you acid test the data. So if the data is good, then you are going to tick that system and going to add it to your systematic trading arsenal, right? So let's assume that you want to build one strategy. So you first build an idea, then you just see how the backtest is going on. Then based on the backtest, you get a data about it, and then you acid test the data. Okay, don't just like that believe the backtest. That is what I wanted to say more about. So this is a part of systematic trading. So what are the basic elements you need to have? So as a system trader, we need to have algo execution. So first is backtest platform. Okay, because you need to have proper backtest and then look at the data, study the data, torture the data, and then whether that strategy needs to be executed or not. So for execution, you need to have a proper execution. So there are many things like there are Algobaba, Algo Guru, and then Tretron. Okay, and then many things are available, right? Even Quantman is there. Many things are available. Only thing is which is comfortable to you and which is favorable for the kind of ideas which you are generating. Can it be recreatable? Okay, and then next part is the reliable broker. Reliable broker in the sense, I will again explain with a small story about this. So reliable broker in the sense what API should be properly done, and if there is any issue in the API, reliable broker, you should be able to cut off your position first of all. Not only see sometimes if algo server error comes now, you should be in a position to at least whatever the open position is there, na, you should manually at least cut off or call a broker. Okay, call a dealing desk, cut your positions, or call them that this position is not closed. Please ensure that it is closed. So you need to have that kind of broker. Not only a low cost broker. Low cost broker is advantage, but you should have reliable broker. That is the major idea. Okay, low cost broker is what people generally concentrating. Low cost is good, but reliable is the double advantage. Right? And then API. API means you guys know that. So through that interface only, all the algos should be punching order. So your broker should be providing API, and the cost also needs to be considered. Okay, so good API should be there. There are many things like I have personally faced in the name of low brokerage. There is a story that I'm going to tell you in the next slide. Okay, in the name of low brokerage, I tried that and I got my hands burnt. So I wanted to share that story also. And then finally, systems traders should concentrate on costing, brokerage and transaction cost. Okay, it is not only the back-tested data. So you should need, because at the end of the day, what is the purpose? As a trader, you should earn money, right? Net to net, you should make a money after whatever you are paying as a transaction cost, whatever the brokerage, whatever the API charges. Okay, whatever the API charges. So for me, so what I am using. So this is what I am using. I am using Tradetron, also Stoxo. So Algobaba is what I'm using. So backtest I'm using Backinzo. Even the strategies which I trade in Tradetron, I believe on the backtest. Why I say this? Because see, generally what has happened, you have an idea, you backtest in some kind of software. Let it be anything. Okay, let it be Backinzo, and you get some result. If you cannot code that in Tradetron, then with that backtest data, you cannot evaluate your forward testing, right? So whatever the codes you are generating, now at least you should do some paper trade at least for forward testing the data and trying to check whether is it doing as per our expectation. So generally, why I prefer Stoxo and Backinso is, so whatever we create in Backinso as a backtest, that can be used for just punching the strategy. So that way, whatever backtest I'm testing, all the things are already possible in Stoxo. So that is the one reason why I take this bundle as my first preference. Then next will be my Tradetron. So Tradetron is my next. So I am using Tradetron for last almost 1 year, but recently shifted to Stoxo and Backinso for the advantage what I'm mentioning. So whatever I'm looking at my backtest data, I must able to easily recollect. Okay, and then reliable broker. So I use Zebu and Motilal. So Zebu, I was with Zebu 7 years. I'm a broker in Zebu. Okay, recently my team has taken Motilal. So we have been interacting with Motilal also. So these two brokers we are doing. So for me, API cost is nothing. Both of my brokers are giving API cost at zero. Some brokers are charging, so something like zero. They charge, I think, some 1,000 or 2,000. I'm not sure because long time back I used those. I couldn't remember. Do anybody remember whether zero the charges any API cost? So if that cost is there, so you should consider. And for me, oh, 2,000 rupees. Huh? Oh my God. Thanks, Vishwajit, for letting me know, because I used Zerodha in 2012 during that time. So after that, I shifted to Zebu and I stick to that. I don't remember. So thanks for updating. So if at all, if your cost is something like that, then add your cost to this. Then brokerage. So generally, I concentrate on per lot because why? I will not be trading much. So even I just wanted to see whatever is there now. So whatever is the account is punching, I think all the things are updating. What is the time now? So I think some of the strategies are exiting. Okay, maybe that is the reason why we are getting updated. So I just wanted to show you like why I concentrate on per 8 rupees per lot. Let's assume that what is the best you are getting. So free brokerage is fine. Okay, free brokerage is fine. Even zero the charges 20 per order, right? So what happens? I just wanted to pull you something. Okay, this is this is my ledger. Okay, generally what I do, this is a 10 lakh ledger. So 10 lakh account contract note. So what I do is generally I put only 1 lakh max to max. 1 lakh max to max. Even for a 10 lakh capital, I use only 1 lakh. Different time entries, different stop losses, something like that I use. Okay, so something like this. So even when I exit, so something like this. Right? Now tell me which is favorable for me, just a per lot or per order will be. So even if I keep 8 rupees, so I will get charged only 16 rupees for 2 lots, right? So most of the trades I do is only just like this. So this is a Nifty, so minus 50 quantity, Bank Nifty, mostly 25 quantity. Then at the end of the, only this, that's it. My trade is done, right? So you would have seen our profit somewhere in our Telegram channel, I think on the day before yesterday. I'll just pull that on a 10 lakh basket, right? So this is a 10 lakh basket and this is the account which I'm mentioning. somewhere around 2 to 2 to 3, right? So this is a 10 lakh account. Even on these things, we are not generating much of brokerage, right? The same number is reflecting here, 2 to 2, 3, right? So net to net, all this cost. That's it. So this is what I generally do. So generally, what I expect is on a 10 lakh, we used to get 0.3% to 1% average profit. So on that day, it was very less. Even for that also, still we are taking home good profit. Okay, so that is the reason why I work on this parameter. So though the capital is 10 lakhs, right, I will not be punching a lot of trades here. So for me, this is the key. And again, for Motilal Oswal, if somebody wants to have 10 rupees per lot, you can reach my team. Okay, because being that broker, they generally charge 50 rupees, 100 rupees, right? So my team has spoke to them that they can get 10 rupees per lot. See, we don't open account for all. Generally, we do only for our accounts we are managing and our own accounts. That's it. So if somebody wants to have this kind of additional kind of facilities like low brokerage, okay, from Motilal Oswal, if you wanted to have, you can reach this number. This is my team person number, okay, who integrates with all these broker and all these things. So you can note down this number in case if you wanted to have this service. If you are already trading with lesser brokerage, that is well and good, no problem. So if at all, if you wanted to have low brokerage, you can reach my team. They will help you out for this. Okay, and then coming back to the story which I wanted to see. This is an interesting story, but a painful story. Okay, though I am a sub broker, okay, for 6 years. Okay, so what I did was a personal account. I do not wanted to pay even 8 rupees. Okay, I opened a zero brokerage account. So what I did was again many people are giving zero brokerage, right? What I gone with Kotak Securities because of the brand. It's a bank, so I can believe in that brand, so it will have a good customer support. Like that, I decided and I went on with the Kotak Securities zero brokerage. Though I am a broker, do not wanted to spend 8 rupees. So this is what I done. No issues. For 20-30 days, it was going good. Great. So no charges, nothing. Only the transaction cost, no brokerage. But suddenly one fine week, what happened? Continuous 3 days, complete server down. Okay. When I call them, nobody's speaking. Even if somebody is speaking, so they're saying, okay, sir, we will sort out the issue. We sort out the issue. By that time, what happened? I almost lost more than 1 lakh of my 10 lakh capital, which I moved here. So in the quest of actually, though I'm a sub broker, okay, this is how generally people think, right? Narrow-minded, or you can say carried as confused, something like that. Even I tried that. This is what I did. So you can choose your broker wisely. So low cost alone is not an advantage. Low plus reliable costing is the advantage. That is the moral of the story. Okay, this is my real incident. Maybe at that time I was really furious with me. Now I can laugh. What I did was, so in the name of saving 1,000 rupees, I lost 1 lakh. Just small incident. Because other day I was very furious about whatever I did, and now I can just smile or laugh at whatever the decision I done. So in case if you are looking for any broker, okay, low cost, okay, that is okay, but go for reliable broker. And that too for systematic trading, always concentrate on reliable broker. Okay. So don't just like that open low brokerage. So ensure that okay. You assume that today algo is down. Try to call their customer service. Try to square off the existing position. Then see the difference. Then you can understand whether it's a reliable broker instead of losing like this. Okay. So that you can do as a reliable broker. You can do that. Right, that is the moral of this story. And then backtesting parameters. So generally what general other people say is overall profit they look. They don't draw down to max DD. And then expectancy. Expectancy means, so if there is any drawdown, how quick the return is coming back. Let's assume that, so we will see. Let's say that this is the equity curve you're drawing. Okay, let's assume that I've drawn the equity curve. So overall profit is net to net, what is the profit, and the percentage of the profit is called overall profit. So drawdown. So what is the drawdown? So from any peak to tough. So you can call it as a swing. So what is the max swing? That is a drawdown, right? So drawdown to or drawdown or max drawdown, right? Max drawdown is this one. So maybe drawdown you can consider as for one single day, what is the max loss? And max drawdown is something like continuously if you are facing what is the loss. And then expectancy is if there is a loss, how quickly you are getting back again to the original position, right? How the loss recovery is going to happen, whether it is going to happen slowly or steadily. So that can be understand with the number of expectancy. And again, what we emphasize is this is all fine, but concentrate on first step. What are the costing? What are the transaction? What is left out? Then every month reliable returns. After this, right? Then actual parameters. These are all the parameters, but after cost. So this is what we generally emphasize. And again, so now we are going to take a case study. So this I taken from social media. I do not want to mention any name. That is the reason like I do not want to keep it here. So maybe I will also pull that direct stock market report also. Okay, this is the trade. So what we need to do. So 1 lakh ATM, Bank Nifty. So time is 11 o'clock. Stop loss is 20%. Re-entry. That means what? 20% stop loss if it hits. If it again come to that place after hitting the stop loss, then it will take the re-entry. So 3 times they are trying the re-entry, right? Exit time is 3 o'clock. And only they have target profit. So 5,000 rupees is the target profit. Right? What is the backtest date? 28 to 28. So 2 years. Right? This strategy is I think shared long before. So 22, 2022. Right? This is an intraday strategy. Right? So now coming to all the numbers. First of all, so for 2 lakh, how much is the capital? Roughly 2 lakh. Can you take? Agree? Any change of opinion in this? So 2 lakh is the capital, right? For 1 lakh of straddle, at least 2 lakh should be required. Agree? Anything you can ask me in the chat also. So if I am asking anything, you can reply in chat also. Right? Just give me a second. I missed my session. Yeah. So right, what is the somebody is saying okay, I think the old message, right? So now what is the capital? 2 lakh. The overall return. Wow, great. 2 years. How much is the return? 200%, right? Right? 200%. So if you put 2 lakh, profit will be roughly 4 lakh after 2 years. Right? So what is the max loss? 7,000. So per day, first of all, per day if you calculate again 3% is the 3 to 3.5% is the loss. Right? Again, coming to all these things, whatever the max return to drawdown. So that means what? This number is good. Anything beyond 10 is great. Okay, beyond 10 is great. Max drawdown is 13,988. So what is this? Is what I think this is the stock mark, right? Yeah, stock mark. Okay, then the complete great, right? Every month good profit. Agree? Good strategy, right? As per as per all the evaluation criteria, is it a good strategy or bad strategy? Are you guys there? You can use the chart also, or if somebody wants you to discuss, you can switch on your mic and you can discuss also. No issues. Looks good, right? Yes. On the outside, it looks good. Okay. And then coming down to this, it's okay. So what I generally look is, so what is the first of all drawback of this one? Generally, what see entry time you have fixed, right? Entry time is fixed. You can take it on round number. So let's assume that they take it around 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock is the entry, no issues. Will the stop loss also hit at round number? So let's assume that if I keep a stop loss, will it exactly hit at only 11? Want it be 45 seconds, 30 seconds, because it on hit basis, right? So generally stock mark gives 1 minute close data only, right? Whatever has happened in between, we are ignoring, right? That is evident in the here, all the trades. Now, whatever the trades exit time or whatever the executed times and all, na, just check this. 13.35, right? 13.35, 12.01, nothing is on seconds, right? So that means what? Whatever the data you're looking at, first of all, it is not a tick by tick data. Okay, that is one major disadvantage, right? Because when you keep a stop loss, you will not wait till 1 minute close, right? You will generally keep on stop loss, right? So let's assume that if I keep a stop loss, will you wait till 1 minute? If that is the case, okay, no problem, right? So assume that now it is done. And again, so you can also say this is just a one lot strategy, right? One lot strategy. So if I do it in Zerodha, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? So per lot or per order, okay? Per order, 20 rupees. No, leave about Zerodha. Whatever I am keeping now, I will just keep 8 rupees, right? And it has 3 re-entries, right? So every day, what is going to happen? One sell, then at least this buy, this buy. Okay, no matter whether the re-entry is happening or not, daily 4 trades I'm going to get. Okay, out of the 30%, if I get 2 re-entries, right, then mean what? 4 into 2, right? 2 entry means 2 re-entries means already 1 entry and then 2 re-entries. That means 12 trades, right? 12 into 8. Agree? This is the brokerage part alone, right? And then there is a transaction cost attached to it, right? So where you can check the transaction cost, you can just go to even the best thing where you can check all these things is Zerodha, right? Zerodha brokerage calculator, right? So let's assume that now if I trade it, so what is the average cost as a transaction cost? Because we are doing always in the money, right? Sorry, at the money, right? So where is that cost? So can I add just 1 rupees extra for the cost? So that means can I keep 9 rupees or 9.5 rupees for the transaction cost? So per day you need to deduct 114, right? Getting my point, guys? So here, if this strategy is there, okay, right? First of all, what is the drawdown here? First of all, it is not a tick by tick data. So we are getting, you have to ignore some amount, right? On an average daily profit, 850 rupees, you need to, you don't know. So today move like this, what will happen? Hit and on minute closing basis, your stop loss will hold. But backtest will say on minute basis it has holded, but on real time it has hit. So see, whatever is happening, my trades are executing side. So that is the notification you are getting. And moreover, again, you need to keep some cushion for daily brokerages also, right? So 120 rupees, 140 rupees. So if you deduct all these things, so what I did was now I just open back in Zoho. I've already run this strategy and I kept the backtest. Same day, okay, not the last 2 years. Same day, I'm just opening. Just give me a time. I already ran. I'm just going to pull out that. So you are going to see what is the difference. Okay, so even on back-ins also, you can take 1 minute closing basis also, no issues. So, okay, so this is the back-ins of report. Okay, these are all my own reports, and this is the last 2 things I think. Yeah. So here, so one I have run now. So 1 lot, all the things, stop loss, 3 re-entry, exit at 3 o'clock. So net to net profit. So even if I run all these things on 1 minute closes, okay, this is a 1 minute close. This is a tick by tick close. Even if I take 1 minute close, okay, on real time. So I am getting only 330. This is a gross profit. So whatever is going to get is gross profit. And here I have updated whatever the charges, so 8 rupees per lot and default transaction charges as per Indian market rules. So once I open, so net profit is what? 330. Sorry, not net. Gross profit is somewhere around 330. So once I click here, what will happen? It will try to open a original report. So in this report, what I'm getting out of 330. So even if I'm considering just 8 rupees per lot only, not 20 rupees. Okay, just 8 rupees. What has happened? And you can just cross check in this leg itself. Right? This is 1 minute close, right? So what is happening? Same way, whatever the date also same only, 28th Jan. Right? I'm not missing anything. So between 28th Jan, right? 28th Jan 2022, 28th Jan 2022. So this is this report date and this is this report rate, right? And even on 1 minute closing basis, okay, after cost. So what the cost is something like this. So what are all the total trades done? What are all the basic brokerages done, right? Brokerage taxes, everything, transactions, so number of lots traded per day. Okay, there are many people, they don't purposefully, they don't show this number of trades traded so that you will calculate all these things, right? So now just compare 1 minute one. First of all, it is not equally coming, right? So in stock mark, you can only enter, but if any strategy, if you wanted to create, you need to go to the strategy execution platform, create this logic. Whereas in backend, so you can create the template and then same template can be run in the execution platform also. Okay, so that is the idea. So fingers. So I just, so again, so even if I keep, so how do you identify whether it is a 1 minute basis? So if this is not 1 minute basis, okay, so whatever I'm going to show on a real time basis. So again, on real time basis, from 1 minute to 1 minute, this is the difference. Same. So if I open it here, what is going to happen? So at least same date. Okay, nothing changed. Same date, same logic, right? And even, and here exits are done on second. That means what? This is a tick by tick data, right? This is a tick data, not on a round minute. It is done on the seconds minute, right? That means what? This is a tick by tick data. What is whatever you are going to put it, mightly only the market related strip page will come. Otherwise, whatever is going to reflect here is going to reflect in your account same, right? To overcome the generally what I do is whatever I deploy, I also deploy a paper trade so that I can check what is the paper trade return and my executed trade returns, so that my paper trade will act as my back test for the day and I can compare generally with a real money. So if there is any slippage, because generally what happens on a paper trade, whatever seen on the price, it is taken as an entry. Whereas in the real trade, it will punch a market order. So there will be a slippage of 0.2 paise, 0.5 paise, and market today like a move, no, it can be even 10 rupees, 20 rupees also, right? So that is the one thing which I wanted to show you. So after looking at this, okay, so this is the reality of whatever you are saying good, no? Where is that number? After taking the cost, whichever we are feeling like it was a great strategy, right? Sometime back, this is a great strategy, right? Because stock market strategy cannot be directly run anywhere. You have to recreate the same. You cannot load this template, okay, anywhere. Though stock source says that it can be, the backtest can be loaded, but when you load the backtest, there will be some issue in the legs. So you need to recorrect it. Okay, only in backend. So whatever the template you are running, just copy the template. You can run it in stock so, because it's from a same team. So both the backtest and the live market is almost same. So now you tell me the socially celebrated strategy, okay, which are getting more retweeted, the actual reality is something like this, right? Even on a minute to minute, so you can check whatever it is. So this is on a minute to minute also. So how do you identify minute to minute? Here round number, if you see, there is a minute to minute, right? So here I see round number. All the exits are round number. So this is a minute by minute data, but still after considering all the brokerage transaction cost, right? Right? Getting my point clear, guys? So what I mean by the first, when I given the This one. So why people lose? They take this strategy. Okay, they even take loan. They take money from their family, saying that this strategy is very good. Then with that strategy, if you start earning, that is what is going to happen to you, right? So don't believe anything, even whatever I'm saying now. That also don't believe. So try to torture the data. That's what I generally say. So what we need to do as a system trader, first of all, build your approach. Then try to take backtest data. Don't blindly believe the data. Torture the data. Okay. There is a saying that if you torture the data enough, it will confess to anything. Okay, statistically it has proven also. So just by getting the backtest data, don't run on strategies. So try to work on all these things. So that is the difference. What I wanted to show you. So again, this is why what we emphasize is more important. So first of all, after cost, then every month reliable returns. Reliable returns means what? After deducting all the charges, everything, then month on month, at least a small loss is okay. Now, if I open this one, just tell me what is the drawdown. 2 lakh is the capital required, right? Max loss, including all the brokerages. What we are getting? More than 4%. Single day loss. What is the drawdown? Max drawdown. That too for 25 days. Right? So that means what? This drawdown is running for 25 days. Right? As a system trader, if you trade in 2-3 days in a loss, you will skip the system first of all. Right? So what you need to emphasize on all these things. So after all the cost, so the idea here is generally why I shifted to back in Zoho and StockSo is more of the for the execution and the reality purposes. This is the brokerage and taxes. Okay, even for 8 rupees, then consider for 20 rupees, and if you are putting just one order only, even for 5 lakhs also, if you if you enter 3 different time straddles, max to max you can deploy only 2 set of straddles. That's it, and you are going to put only one latte, either it is BN, Zerodha, whatever it is. So fixed charge is going to come. And again, see, low brokerage, again, reliable broker is what I'm saying. So don't only go for low broker, believe on low broker plus reliable, right? Then see, that is what. So all the things, if you look at now after detecting all the things, the reality. Okay, once you transfer the data, then now you can look at the data. Now you see. So now you see whatever the data you are seeing. Now you see max losses. Okay, this is okay. Still max drawdown is this much, right? Right. This is the live data. No 1 minute data. Live data is something like this. That means what? Almost 15% is the drawdown, and then 60 days. Continuous 60 days, it is not making money. Right? So whatever it is, expectancy. Expectancy means that what? So after drawdown, how fast it is going to recover? That is measured by expectancy. That is only 0.16. Anything greater than 0.4, 0.3 is okay. But 0.16 is, the thing is, it is going to struggle a lot in drawdown. That's it. So 60 days is a drawdown period. Right? Getting my point clear, guys? So don't fall something like this. Okay? So you're going to consider everything. Okay, whatever you are going to do, so we are going to consider everything. So whatever the charges you are saying, so here, so generally in back in Zoho, this is the total PNL, max profit, max loss, all those things. These are all net. These are all net, right? Let's assume that now I take this strategy. Okay, what is this strategy? Basket wise, I have backtested my strategy. Okay, let's assume that okay, leave about 50 lakh and all that might not be suitable for many guys. Coming to 5 lakh, right? This is 5 lakh. This is a 5 lakh strategy. Okay, legs are different. Okay, so what is the total time period? So when is the day? Roughly 3 years, right? 5 lakh has become 8.33. This is gross, but when you click it, just I'm clicking that and I'm opening. So here comes the real stripped number. That means what? So go to the down. Go to the down. Still brokerages. So that's what happened, right? So you have seen 8 lakhs, but what has gone in charges? It has gone this much in over the period of 3 years, right? Now come to the data and see. Is this okay for you guys? This includes all the things, okay? And moreover, and I will also show you this is a tick by tick data, nothing on minute by minute, right? Nothing on minute by minute, right? Everything on tick by tick. Only exit and the entries are round numbers. So when I take an entry, round number will come. So whatever stop loss are hitting at that time, it is the tick by tick data, right? Now, if you do all this torture and then look at this number, okay, for a 5 lakh basket. See, you can't say that you will not face loss at all. That is very false because we are facing loss even 2-3 days. Thing is, the distribution of the loss is small, the profit is more, and moreover, on a month-on-month basis, let's assume that if I trade this account, so with 5 lakh, so after all the costing, December return seems to be 16,000. So that means what? Because I do generally for a profit sharing 30%. So my clients see this profit only in account, not the total gross. So on this, I just charge 30%. That's it. It's a win-win situation for us. So like this, you should concentrate on backtesting. Okay. We do have different kind of baskets. So if the basket is something like this, so generally how I backtest is generally backtest the strategy and then do all kind of stress testing. Okay, because that is what more important, not the just a backtest number. Okay. Now see, I'm not going to discuss any of my system, but what I'm saying is stress this number, stress test it. Then still if you are getting something like this now, okay, after cost everything, if you are getting something like this, even small losses also fine. On a month basis, if I'm losing only 1%, 2% is also fine. But showing this in reality and sorry, in expectation, showing this and what is in reality is after you drift, whatever you done now, nothing will be left to you. Okay. See, I'm not saying whether back info is correct or stock market is correct. So thing is, even if you are doing it in trade run, okay, many strategies I do it in trade run, but also calculate. So there are number of trades done in trade run is there. Okay, even if you look at many of our old Telegram post, we used to give. I will just pull it out. One of the trades on strategy. So you can also calculate based on that. Okay. I will just pull any one trade on strategy. Just give me a second. So in that, you will get number of lots traded or total number of lots traded. So even that also trying to calculate because see, you cannot fix the transaction cost. Generally, what I do is I keep like this, something like this. Okay. So per lot, if I'm keeping 8 rupees, 1 or 1.5 rupees extra, I used to keep for transactions. Right. So that will take care of your entire costing. So now if you need to see for 10 lakh itself, I'm not putting more than one lot. So whether it is zero there, whatever it is, but only thing is I need to have good broker. Okay. Cost effective, and efficient broker. That's it. I do not want it to lose, which I do something like this. Right. This story just in the name of because this happened to me. Now I'm laughing, but when I've gone through the 3 days now, I was very angry with myself. Why I concentrated for even because I'm a broker. So even whatever I pay now for my own account, I'm going to get it 1 or 2 rupees commission back also. So it is not even 8 rupees. It might be 6 rupees net cost to me. That's it. But to save that, I went and I just burned my finger. Okay, these are all the realities which I wanted to show. See, I'm not taking sites that you should use only this. Reality, you just check. Whatever is the reality. The thing is, these are all the data which are on minute by minute basis. So try to do 2-3 stuff. See, even there are many things. Even that can be algo test also. There are many steps. Do it and try to be very realistic in terms of your expectation. So whatever you're trying to keep. So generally, yesterday's session, what we got from the small story of that guy, what we got is simple, right? So net to net, year on year after tax, all these things, what I should get is 30% roughly if I grow my account after all the taxes and charges, transaction charges, 30% is my general target. If I start growing like this, I will grow like anything. So that is the idea. So again, so on a backtest data, don't get false hopes. Starter the data, okay, or else take help from somebody else. If you are having some strategy, maybe you can check with us. My team will help you whether that strategy is going to give real money or it is going to give only false hope for you. Okay, these are all the things you should be knowing, right? There might be drawdown in some strategies, okay, but see, when the expected drawdown is something different, what is expected is something like this, right? Right? What was going to happen in December or something like this, but what has happened is completely. So this is the one, right? Yeah, this is the one. So what has happened? Yeah. Right? Sometimes good, but sometimes October, costing itself is gone. This October, this November, profit is there, but costing itself is gone. And the reality is this is what? Because this is what going to reflect in your account, right? Whatever you are going to see in the backtest is not going to reflect in your account. Getting the point, guys? So if at all, if you wanted to do something, okay, think twice, okay? So somebody was asking, what is your system max DD? See, very simple, bro. See, you torture the data also, okay? I'm just pulling it up. So mini canis is 5 lakh, okay? Go to this. See, first ensure that whether this is calculated right or not. Because this many lots are traded, just keep 8 rupees and all the transaction cost, it is reflected. So net is deducted. And then see whatever is there, na. So max loss. Okay, max loss on a 5 lakh capital. Okay, max loss. You can call it as 1.5%. No issues. Drawdown, max drawdown, not beyond 4%. Right? Even if the drawdown is going to hit what I said, anything beyond 4 is good in terms of expectancy. So 0.5 expectancy. Right? Risk to reward also good. Right? So net see, thing is, leave about all these things. Every month my client should be making profit. Then only you will share profit to me, na? Right? Right? See, generally what I do is I don't just like that deploy 2x of same thing in 10 lakh because we need to have proper drawdown on all these things accounted, right? So generally this will be the case. If at all, if I'm looking at where is this? Okay, for a 10 lakh account, this is a 10 lakh account, Canis, right? So if I open net to net, what is happening? 10 lakh, 20 lakh is the profit, but net to net, if you see, okay, 3 years again, same, right? Most of the things are December to Jan. So 3.1 seems to be like on 10 lakh, I'm doubling my, not even doubling, same as like what we have seen on a 2 lakh, return is 4 lakh. Same thing like that, but when you open it, this is what, don't fall for this number, which is the gross number. Okay. So concentrate because this is a wide diversified strategies. Okay. Again, ensure that this is there. What happened? 6 lakh has gone for charges over a point of 3 years. Again, reliable month on month, small loss less than 0.6 percentage. Right? Loss, nothing else. Every month, even month on month, if you see the drawdown, right? On a 10 lakh account, just 13,000, 20,000 max, 23,000, 28,000. So any drawdown is almost less than 3% unless and until any huge move. So this is the March 2020. So this is a huge move. Only in that period we have faced 3% drawdown on monthly also. Still profit is there, but that means what? During the month, drawdown is, it has dipped 3%. That is the number you're showing, right? Try to build this kind of system. That is what I'm trying to convey you. This, see, whether you're going to follow the system or not, I'm not going to say anything. But when you are trusting any system, right? Because many of my students know, because see, I'm going to share many strategies. Because I'm in market for more than 15 years, and so like this, many strategies will come to us. Sir, this strategy seems to be like, can you work on it? And then by looking at that itself, we will say this strategy is not going to. See, as a sub broker, I can earn, but did the client going to make money? Nothing. Okay, that you need to see, right? So like this, most of my students will say, sir, this strategy, that strategy, I got it from this person, that person. If you open YouTube, if you open Twitter, every day many people are retweeting. This is 0.6 expectancy, 1.5 expectancy. That is fine. That is fine. But did you stress test the data? And then you're okay with it. Okay. So again, so almost coming to our end session. So I'm just trying to update what has done today as a trade also, and what has happened in social media, like you would have seen, right? Nothing, just go here, go to Twitter, right? Anything you want, just go to Twitter. Because that is generally how I refer how the volatility is. Okay, go to Twitter. If somebody is crying, this much loss, that much loss, market has hit left, right? Just like that, go and see. Many people will be thinking about what is this, what is that, how this is going to save me, how that is going to save me, right? Like this. See, I'm not following anybody. Only thing is, whatever in the feed it is coming now, right? Many people will be telling that today is a very bad day. Okay, something like this. Keep today loss is running at 1.5%, right? 1.5%. Many people see, I don't follow anybody, but most of the people like over, because this guy is my friend, he's following somebody else, so he liked something, so it will come on my Twitter. Okay, something like this. So if somebody is there, okay, somebody is saying he's a directional trader, he generally gets good money, and there are many people. So like that, if you see, okay, this guy also, okay, he will update like this, like this, like this. That means what? All are crying in the sense that they're desperately saying, what is the fuck this thing? So this guy is made 0.6 good. Like that, you can analyze what is happening in the market. Okay, so that means what? Many people are complaining, right? This has become 4 rupees, 5 rupees. Stop loss hit, right? So again, I don't know who is this guy. Again, see, like this. Whenever you see something, okay, this is fine. 1 month loss out of 72, 2 lot option selling. Okay, 1 lot itself we have seen enough drawdowns. Means on the costing part, we don't know exactly what it is, but on costing part itself we have seen, right? And now people will be saying, please share PDF. People will be running behind this, but only thing is, see, some people will selling these strategies for 20,000, 30,000 also. I have seen many people. Okay, but don't say, that's what, even if I'm saying something, don't believe blindly. Take the data, torture the data, do it. So that is what I would generally say. So what has happened? So many people who are range bound, who are trying, they are trying like anything, right? So when we started our session, that time people are saying, what is this big candle and all? How we are going to do? So what is going to happen to us? Nothing. 25 lakh, right? 25 lakh. No big return. People will say, all stop loss hit, market closed with 1.5%. Right? What we generally concentrate is very low drawdown. First of all, because client money is our money and we take control of everything. So we need to have low drawdown. Okay. So even you can check here. Even check here. Why I shifted from all these things. So you go here. Every day we are posting. Right? Even my team has already started posting. Right? Even for a 5 lakh account, 880. So I showed you, right? For a 10 lakh account itself, what charges we are facing? Only 100 rupees. So this might be just 50 rupees or 60 rupees. That's it. So net to net, the client should make money, then we should get the sharing. So this is a 5 lakh account. Okay. And I think, yeah, what happened? Today's 5 lakh basket. Today 10 lakh basket. Okay. So when many people are crying like our stop loss hit, all these things. Because see, in my system, I've kept only 25 lakh bigger basket. In other systems, we run this 5 lakh basket and 25 lakh basket. See, I'm not saying that we are going to make huge money, but when you control your drawdown, obviously this is what you are going to see in terms of your baskets. Okay, even because we are managing more than a 50 lakhs basket also. Okay, even I'm just going to just share what is a 50 lakh basket also. 50 lakh basket, only thing is 50 lakh basket return is 3 crore, but don't fall for this number on 3 years. Okay, because it will be large number of strategies. So these are all the number of strategies will go on. Just 20, 30, or strategies will be there, but net to net, after cost, after transaction, do you make money? Okay, so 50 lakh capital, 3 years, right? Right? Good, right? Max drawdown, max to max 0.5 percentage. Because why? If I just multiplied by 5 lakh deployment into 10, my max loss would have been 1.5%. That means 65,000. But we don't do that. Okay. We deploy different strategies accordingly so that we should face very low drawdowns. Right? Max to max drawdown. This influence 2020 also. Right? I think November 2020, right? So we can see. So I will show the complete number. I think so complete number. Okay, I think generally from January, yeah. Because that is the corona period, na? Right? This is the 50 lakh basket. And you are seeing the numbers after all the cost, right? Okay. So just refreshing the number. I think we need to see when is the start date. Right? 2020, this is the plan. I think 2-year basket. So I will open 3-year basket also. Yeah. Right? 50 lakh basket, 2-year, 50 lakh basket, 3-year also. So that means what? Sorry, not a 3 crore. So it's a 30 lakhs only. It's a 1.2 crore profit on 50 lakhs. But don't fall for this number. Okay, don't fall for this number. That's what I'm generally saying. Even if I'm hearing it from me, check the numbers after the cost, whatever it is. Okay, because it is 3 years and different strategies are there. A lot of strategies will be there. 15 to 20 strategies will be there because 50 lakhs, you cannot deploy multiplier, right? Just like that, we cannot take a 10 lakh account to do 3x, 4x, or 5x. Then that means the max drawdown will hit that much percentage. So different legs will be done. All right. So 29 November to 29 November 19. So net to net, what is the profit? 90 lakhs is the profit, right? 50 lakhs after cost, we are getting 90 lakhs in 3 years. Right? Again, you can just cross check the numbers. So what is the max loss? 2.2% max loss in a day. Okay. Max drawdown only 5 days. So not more than 5 days we should see continuous drawdown, right? Because the 50 lakh account and you should not. So expectancy also good, right? The profit percentage also good, but again winning streak, losing streak, it includes every day, right? Every day. And again it's a tick by tick data. Different strategies. Again, how is it? Great, nah? No loss in any month. Even last 3 months, even I have struggled. So what I did was all these things I tried to sort it out. Even to be frank, last 1 year I did not make much of money. But what we did is now we try to learn some new things. Okay, new adjustment, new incorporations, and then now if you turn back from next 3 years, okay, we will not be making a lot of money, guys, because if you look at this, this is just 2.5 percentage. This might be some kind of 4%, right? This can be 4%. This can be 8%. But only thing is, this is only at 80,000, right? You can say 1.5%. This is 2.3%. But consistently, will you be able to making money? You can say, sir, this much brokerage itself is gone, sir. No issues, no problem. The number we are seeing is only after all the cost, because this is what going to reflect for client, and this is what we are going to get sharing. Okay, so that is the reason why we concentrate on this number, because our main business is on profit sharing. So even if you wanted to trade on your own, this should be your concentration on strategies, not on whichever social media practiced strategies. Okay, so that is what I wanted to let you know, guys. So reality and expectation. So again, next time, so you will see, just like that, if I scrolled my Twitter, I've seen one strategy, right? Retweet. You can DM. In DM, what they will ask? Either they will say, I will teach, you have to pay money, right? Nobody is going to see this strategy. I'm not going to throw it away, right? Because my team has built up, and over the period of time, we have done all the kind of adjustment on those things. See, I'm not going to sell it anything. Going to make money for my clients. On that money, we are going to get the sharing. That is the idea. That's it. Right. Next time when you saw a strategy like this, mouth watering backtest result. First question, cost included. Okay, first is that is reliable. Is it reliable? And it is recreatable in live. Okay, all these things you need to see. Right? How is RDA and other factors after cost? And then consistent profit over month. This is fine. But again, is it creatable? Right? There are many people who runs many strategies, 20, 30 strategies with 5 lakh. Then think about costing and all those things and running the strategies, cost, number of strategies you need to deploy, all those things are there. Na? So next time when you see, I think at the end of the session, this is what you are going to carry. So as a system trader, what you need to see is the reality behind the system trading, not what we are seeing on the real social media. Okay. So this is our YouTube channel. You are already aware. This is our Telegram channel. Search in Telegram Tanish Capital. This is my Twitter ID. This is my number. Okay. For any doubts. Okay. Whatever we are going to learn in this one. Okay. Many of the systems we will discuss. But only thing is, if tomorrow if I start a system, so you take the system, you take the backtest, you stress test it, and then you decide whether you want to take it or not. Don't believe blindly my words. That is the reason why we spend now 1 hour. Okay. Tomorrow, or maybe from the next session onwards, we might be discussing different strategies. Okay. So you can backtest. I will provide backtest also, but if I'm providing backtest, check the number, whether that number includes costing. Okay. Whether that number is recreatable or in live market, not on minute by minute basis. Is it a tick by tick data? Okay. So any doubts, you can still contact me or my team. This is my personal number. Okay. And if somebody wants to, like even in the middle of the session, I just said, if somebody wants to have this kind of lower brokerage, even for Motilal or Laswal, you can directly reach my team number. No need to call me. Okay, this is Mr. Nadraj. So he will assist you for account opening in case if you wanted to trade and do all these things with this much brokerage only, with zero charges of API, you can reach my team. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can call me related to whatever we are discussing in 02 Pro. This is my number. This is my number. So hope you are carrying some value. Okay, so never fall for social media stunts. That is what I generally say. If you wanted to make money, because even in our Telegram channel also, if you go and pin now, okay, this is the logic, right? If you have any method that is making money, what will you do? Right? This is a pinned post which I generally keep. What will you do? Will you sell it for 1 or 2K, or will you make money and take the sharing, or will you make money on that own money? On your own money, if you make money, or what? So think wisely. Okay, don't fall for anything, and be in touch. Okay, if somebody has not joined our Telegram channel and watching in YouTube, okay, just go search Tanish Capital. Okay, this is our ID. Okay, just Tanish Capital. Okay, we will not be like spamming your things. Okay, whatever we are trying to do is we are trying to update whatever we do. That's it. See, we don't do multiple calls. Okay, daily why we are updating actually here is many of our clients are even in this year. So they will just cross check what is their returns, what is their basket, right? So 25 lakh basket I have to add. So I will post from my side, right? I have to post from my side. So generally, so any doubt? If somebody wants to switch on your mic and ask me, you can ask me any doubt regarding to whatever we have discussed.
One question. What do you think is the best platform to do backtesting? I do
See,
understand.
that's what I do not want to take a stance. So you do back testing. Will that be recreatable?
No, based on your experience.
No, mine is I'm using backend. So right now, I've tried everything. I've tried everything as of now. So what is happening, what is reflecting is more closer.
Mhm.
Okay, so generally, see, I'm not expecting exactly same thing to happen to me in my account, but at least 80% of this can happen to me.
Mhm.
Okay, so that data I can believe in. So even I was using stock mark, I was using even TradeRun. So I know what is there because even TradeRun it gives 1 minute,
Mhm.
right?
Have you
Otherwise,
used
you
algo
need to
test?
keep.
Just a
Yeah.
second. Have you used algo test? How is the data?
Algo test I have used it, but it seems to be like even tick by tick data. But only thing is, algo test don't provide a platform to execute, right? So that template. So here, what I do is very simple. So here, your question, I will answer it here. Let's assume that if I wanted to create a strategy, this is the backtesting platform, right?
Mm.
So if I wanted to create a strategy, just like that, I can create. Okay, just like that. Let's assume that now I want to create a chart strategy. Chart strategy. So Nifty. Why I'm saying this? This can be recreated. So 20%. Let's assume that if I wanted to do this, right? On stop loss or non stop loss, nothing. So if I wanted to keep re-entry, I will keep re-entry. Okay, very many things are giving all the options, but when you execute, na. So what is this? Is I'm just creating as a test, right? I'm saving this. So what I do is I execute it, but not for the entire day. I will just execute it for yesterday, right? So what I do is I clear it. I select only this. I will run it here. You can simulate also. You can backtest also. Simulate means what will happen if you see if I simulate now. So here positions will be updating. So time by time it will run. Right? If I run something like this, right? So I think I have not. So multi-leg I have done. So what is the strategy? So I think only one strategy I have created active. So that is the reason. So what I do is I just save this. Okay. So now I can use also simulate. If somebody wants to have an idea of what is happening, how this adjustment is coming. Okay, so in that way I can use simulate. If I use simulate, what will happen? It will start creating positions, but only thing is it will go in one speed. So I will increase my speed,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I will increase my speed. So strategy is taken, what is happening, whether the trade is moving out, all these things is happening. So time also is running.
Mhm.
So if I wanted to have adjustment, the thing is very simple. Whatever is happening is going to happen, whether it's on a simulation mode. Because on a simulation mode, what will happen? So if I wanted to adjust for 200 points, I put an idea whether it is happening or not. I can cross check it here. Okay, and
Mhm.
then I just export this one. Okay, I just expose this one. Whatever I created, na. So test. I am exporting it to my pictures. Okay, because there is no strategies here. Sorry, I have to. Yeah, I'm just stopping this. Whatever I created, now I'm just exporting. Right. So I'm just exporting on my pictures so that there is nothing will be there. So test. So this setting, so this is a platform, right? And this is Stockso is the platform. So I'm just going to load. So let's assume that if I wanted to do something, so I'm going to multi-leg. I'm going to import this strategy. That's it. So there is same way it will run. So there is where I saved pictures, right? Test it. Nothing, no password I given. So this is the thing I have to do, right? Import. Only thing is it will get imported here, right? Test is there. If I edit this, whatever I have kept it there, na, even on stock, so it is same. Whatever the percentage I kept there, I kept 20%, here 20 points. Same is reflecting here.
Okay.
Okay, the thing is, see, you get lot of idea whether that is recreatable. Then you can believe that, then you can cross check this number, right? Simple. So you run this model, then same thing you run it on the backtest on yesterday, just cross check. If the difference is less than 1 to 2% between the real and the backtest, then you believe that.
Okay.
Getting my point, sir?
Yeah. Getting. Thank you.
So that is the major difficulties most of the people are facing. Even I face that. Even that is the reason why if I run it in a TradeTron, my idea I will backtest it somewhere, create it in TradeTron, but backtest in TradeTron, look out the number for daily paper trading.
Okay.
So idea can be done, but only thing is, can it be replicated the same way?
Okay.
So that is yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else? If you wanted to have any queries, yeah. Thanks for asking this question. So many would have got a good idea. Anybody else wanted to speak, or we can wind up the session? Okay. See, thing is, whatever we are talking now, it's more of a practical point of view because I am trading. Okay, I'm trading on my own account, on my own company account, on my own client's account, and I take complete responsibility because I take sharing on the profit. So profit needs to be reflected on the account. So I want executionally profit. So that is why we are searching something like this, which can reflect into the profit, right? So anything else you want to ask? Or I think from my side it is done.